It began with what she brushed off as a harmless joke, or at least that's how she tried to frame it. A close group of friends, with their partners in tow, had gathered for a night of drinks. It was the kind of casual get-together where laughter comes too loud, and loose tongues run freer than they should. 8 of us, 4 couples, were spread out across Nathan's backyard, basking in the warmth of a glowing fire pit. Mia and I had been together a little over 2 years. She was magnetic, radiant, always the one who commanded the spotlight without even trying. That night was no exception. We shared a bottle of rich red wine, its boldness stripping away our filters. Conversations drifted, as they always do, toward old relationships and secrets better left untold. Then it happened, sharp as a spark to dry grass. Mia, with a sly giggle, raised her glass high and declared loud enough for the whole group to hear, "Some men just don't have what it takes to keep a woman satisfied." The group's chuckles came awkward and uneasy, but my eyes caught the glimmer in hers, the way her smirk lingered on me. Someone half-jokingly asked, "You talking about Lucas?" Mia only shrugged, laughing again, harder this time, sharper. Let's just say some things are better left to the imagination. The air shifted. My chest tightened, my body stiffened, as if I'd turned to stone. Around us, laughter faltered. A few people looked away, embarrassed on my behalf. Mia, though, thrived in the spotlight she had stolen, basking in it at my expense. I stayed quiet, forcing a tight smile before walking off to refill a drink I didn't even want. Inside me, rage smoldered, silent but relentless, for the rest of the evening. By morning, Mia was back to her usual sweetness, as if nothing had happened. She kissed my cheek, stacked waffles onto a plate, and nestled beside me on the couch, all warmth, as though she hadn't just humiliated me in front of our friends. I played along, but something in me had snapped. It wasn't just a so-called joke. It was the pleasure she took in wielding it like a blade. So I started watching. Not just her, but everything around us. I grew quieter, more reserved, careful not to show my shift. I sharpened my appearance, pushed harder at the gym, doubled down at work, and reconnected with friends I let drift. Most importantly, I studied Mia. Her charm, her flirtations, the subtle digs she slipped into conversations. They were constant, woven into her every move. And then I noticed something else. A name that appeared again and again in her messages. Julian, a supposed coworker. Late-night texts. Secretive smiles aimed at her phone. The quick flick of her wrist to hide the screen from me. Suspicion gave way to proof. Screenshots, save files, her cloud account. What I found turned my stomach. Pictures of her in his car, wearing a jacket I didn't recognize. Videos she'd made for him, intimate beyond question. This wasn't emotional betrayal. It was calculated, unapologetic cheating. But I didn't confront her. Not yet. I waited. Sophie, one of our closest friends, was planning a lavish birthday dinner downtown, the kind of place where everyone arrives dressed to impress. Mia would be there. So would Julian, because she'd made sure of it. I reached out to Sophie, offering to put together a fun surprise slideshow for the night. She loved the idea, trusted me completely. The night before, I sent her the file, asking her to play it on the restaurant projector after dinner. When the evening came, the lights dimmed and the screen lit up. The slideshow began lighthearted. Childhood photos of Sophie, funny old group memories. Even a clip of me attempting to dance at a barbecue. The room was alive with laughter. Mia leaned over and kissed my cheek, swept up in the joy of it all. Then the tone shifted. One image, then another. Screenshots of her messages to Julian, explicit and undeniable. Lines like, "I want you again and he'll never find out." Gasps rippled through the room. Then came a short video, her voice unmistakable, whispering Julian's name. The laughter vanished. Forks hovered in midair. Silence fell like a heavy curtain. Mia's smile crumbled into panic. "Stop it!" she shrieked, leaping from her chair. But no one moved. Sophie stood, her eyes fixed on Mia, as if seeing her clearly for the first time. "Is this real?" she asked, her voice calm but edged with shock. I stood then, my voice steady, unwavering. She thought it was funny to humiliate me in front of you all. I decided to answer with the truth. Mia stammered, sobbing, trying to twist it around, but her words meant nothing. The silence of the room swallowed her excuses whole. She bolted. Her mascara streaked down her face. Pride left in ruins. That night, I slept deeper than I had in months. The weight finally lifted. In the weeks that followed, friends reached out, all echoing the same thought. How did you tolerate her for so long? I asked myself the same thing. But I didn't just move on. I built a better life, free from her grip, one where my worth was no longer chained to someone else's ego or cruelty. Because in the end, the truth she mocked was never what truly frightened her. What terrified her was the moment I stopped enduring, when I let the facts speak louder than her lies. And when that day came, I didn't simply walk away. I made sure the truth thundered